Hello and welcome. So this is part 2 of Azure Architect Career Series. In the last video I have explained about what is Azure Architect roles or responsibilities in a summary, and also I have explained some of the key concepts that Azure Architect should know. So in this video also I will be explaining, or I will be sharing the some of the topics in Azure especially. So if you are going to attend an Azure Architect interview, the interviewer actually will be expecting that you should know about Azure concepts. Your Azure concepts are clear, and maybe they will not ask you any deep troubleshooting questions, because you will not be applying for level 1 engineer or level 2 engineer, Azure engineer, support engineer. You are applying for Azure Architect role. See, this is a senior role. So for this senior role, you should know all the concepts in Azure, and your concept should be clear. So let's start in this video. So in this video I am going to start with Azure AD. So I have already explained what is Azure AD and little bit about the tenant and other stuffs and account. So in this video I am going to start with benefits of using Azure AD. So in the interview they may ask you that okay, can you tell me can you explain the benefits of using Azure AD, why we are using Azure AD, why we should use Azure AD. So you can explain in this way, like, we are using Azure AD, or we can use Azure AD because it provides several benefits, including conditional access policies, multi-factor authentication, and single sign-on. So then you can explain a little bit more, like SSO. In SSO is a significant it's a significant advantage, as it enables users to sign in once and automatically access all the applications. If we are integrating our app with Azure AD, we can ensure that our app is secure in the enterprise by implementing zero trust principles. Then second point is, one of the significant benefits of using Azure AD is the ability to authenticate and authorized applications and users. Third point is, another benefit of using Azure AD is the ability to implement RBAC, role-based access control, which enables us to restrict access to our app's feature based on a user's role. Then the fourth point is, we can also use OAuth authorization services to authenticate and authorize third-party apps that access our app's resources. Now, if you are an Azure Architect, then you should know about 3 protocols, and these are OAuth 2.0, SAML, and OpenID Connect. These 3 are actually protocols. OAuth 2.0 is actually authorization protocol. SAML and OpenID Connect is actually authentication protocol. So you should know in and out about these 3 protocols, because your interview will be revolving around these 3 protocols mainly, because interviewer can ask you little bit deep technical questions on OAuth 2.0 or SAML or OpenID Connect, or they can ask you these 3 protocols itself. OAuth 2.0. Remember these points below while answering questions on OAuth 2.0. First point is, it's an authorization protocol. It means asking for permission to do stuffs. Authorization means asking for permission to do stuff. Third point is, OAuth 2.0 is faster and easier to implement than OAuth 1.0. If you have created an app now, use OAuth 2.0. OAuth 1.0 is actually deprecated. Fourth point is give a real world example of OAuth. So now let's see how you can answer this question, giving an example of real world example of OAuth. OAuth 2.0 example. You can give this example in the interview. Suppose you are a developer, app developer, and you are using GitHub. Now you learn that you came to know that there is a third party app available that you can integrate with your account to perform automated code reviews. So you go to GitHub Marketplace and download the third party app. Now you need to use your GitHub identity to authorize this third party app for doing code reviews. This is done completely by OAuth 2.0. You don't have to worry about anything. Now what will happen here is you don't have to log into this third party code review app every time to perform code reviews. So this is the real world example of OAuth 2.0.